Hi Maria, it's great to see you again. How have you been since the last session?
Hello, it's great to see you too. Honestly, not so great. I've been really struggling with my classes and feel like I'm falling behind.
That sounds very tough. It's understandable to feel around, especially with ADHD and everything that you're dealing with. Let's focus on some specific strategies today to help you with your time management and organization. How does that sound?
That sounds great, but I have so many assignments due and I just can't seem to keep track of them. I feel lost and stressed.
I appreciate your honesty. Let's start with the technique called Parandio technique. Have you heard of it, Maria?
I've heard of it, but not sure how it works.
Okay, so it's basically actually quite simple. You work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. After 4 cycles, you take a longer break for about 15 to 30 minutes. This can help you maintain focus, maintain your concentration while giving your brain a rest. Will you be willing to try this approach?
Sure, I guess I can try that.
That's great. Let's talk about also using your planner. How often are you using your planner for?
Well, I have a planner, but I forget to use it most of the time.
That's very common. We all forget to use a planner, especially when you're feeling overwhelmed. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's set a goal for you to check in on your planner every morning. When you get up, you can spend about 5 to 10 minutes reviewing your tasks for the day. How does that sound?
I think I can manage that if I set me an alarm to remind me to do that.
Excellent. That's a great idea, Maria. Setting reminders can help establish the habit. Additionally, consider breaking your task into smaller, manageable steps. For example, instead of I have to write a paper today, you could break it down to research topic or write the introduction. How does that sound? Does that make sense?
That sounds helpful. I often feel paralyzed by big tasks.
Exactly. So some steps can make it feel more achievable. Also, if you feel stuck or you try to reach out to if you feel stuck, try to reach out to classmates and your professor and utilize them as a source of for a resource. Do you feel like you can do that for support or guidance?
Well, I usually hesitate to ask for help, but I know I need to do that more often.
It's completely understandable to feel that way. I know we all feel like we don't need to ask for help. But remember, reaching out is a sign of strength. Now let's talk about check-ins. How about we do regular check-ins in time, maybe once a week to review how your strategies are working, and if you have to adjust, we can adjust. How does that sound?
Yes, that sounds like a good idea.
Perfect. So we can assess what's working, what isn't, and adjust as needed. Lastly, I'd like to share some resources with you. There are several apps that I like to use in my own daily planner, and then tell my other clients about called To-Do List or Trujillo. Have you heard of these apps before, Maria?
I've heard of Trello. It's definitely, I'd like to check it out.
Wonderful. Remember, it's all about what's working best for you. As we wrap up today, what's one specific action you can take before our next session?
I can start using the Pomodoro technique and check my planner every morning.
That sounds like a solid plan, Maria. I'm looking forward to hearing how it goes. Remember, it's okay to take things slowly and one step at a time, even if you have to write one text down at a time. You got this, and I believe in you, Maria.
Well, thank you. I do appreciate your support.
Of course, I'm here for you. And while I got you on mind, can we go ahead and schedule our next session?
Well, I do have a few questions, maybe a couple questions I'd like to ask.
Okay.
So, how can I best utilize my time by using following the Pomodoro technique?
Yeah, so following the Pomodoro technique will just let you jot down your ideas. For example, I'm going to do laundry, and that may take me 45 to an hour to do. So all you do is write that down. After you complete and finish that task, you can go ahead and take a 5-minute break. Does that make sense?
Yes, I guess once I start using it, I might be able to understand it a little better.
Exactly.
And then my other question is, what common challenges should I be aware of when starting the Pomodoro technique? How can I overcome them?
Yeah, definitely. So I think one of the main challenges that you face is just remembering to write things down, right? So you really have to establish a routine and saying, I have to remember what task I have to get done for the day, week, what homework assignments I have to get done. So just getting into that routine can be challenging because it is something new, which is why I suggested to take it one step at a time. Like I gave you that laundry example today, Monday, I'm gonna do laundry for 45 to an hour. Jot that down, and if that's the only that task that you can remember to complete, that's a strength because you're remembering to complete that task. So just remembering things and remember what you have to do, just remembering to jot it down will be a challenge when it starts up. But as you get more used to it, you'll be able to do it more often.
Okay, well, that's helpful. I will go ahead and attempt to utilize it, and then I will follow up with you to let you know how it's working and see how you can further assist me if necessary.
That's great, Maria. Well, if you don't have any more questions or concerns about anything, while I have you on the line, can we go ahead and schedule our next week's session?
Sure, let's do that.
Okay, and let's Tuesdays usually work good for you.
Yeah, that's a good day for me.
Okay, why don't we go ahead and get you on the schedule for Tuesday the 8th? Can you do 5 o'clock?
Yeah, this will work.
5 o'clock p.m. And you know what? Are your days available for Tuesdays? We can go ahead and set up reoccurring appointments for those days sometimes. Does that work for you?
Yes, that'll work. And if something comes up, I'll let you know if it has to change.
Yes, definitely. Please do. Maria, well, it was nice seeing you again. You have a good rest of your week. And remember, if you have any questions or concerns about anything, feel free to give me a call, okay? And we can always talk about it before next session.
All right. Well, thanks for your help and have a great day.
Sounds good. Bye. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.